Wednesday Meditation, August 10th, 1977. LL Research, channeling Hatonn and Laitos. Carla, channeling. I am Hatonn, and I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. We are very pleased to be with you, and we greet each of you. We have a good contact tonight, and this makes it easier for us to share our thoughts with you. Your peoples, my friends, do not always have a good contact with us, or with any of those who attempt to help them to remember their true self. Why is that, my friends, that your peoples are often so unaware of the friends that they have? We have come from other worlds, shall we say, other dimensions, other times. Any of your helpers are parts of your own real self, separated from you only by your limited consciousness while within the physical illusion. Others of your helpers have been your teachers through past experiences on the soul level. You have teachers who are within the physical illusion with you at this time, whose words you may read or hear, whose music you may hear, whose feelings you may come to understand on a conscious level. Within the illusion, all of these helpers, my friends, who people your world, are inhabitants within the life of your true self, which you call the soul. And yet, many of your peoples, my friends, think they are alone, and the world is a jungle, and they must get by the best they can. With this kind of philosophy, my friends, every day is a difficult one. Every decision is a hard one, and all brothers and sisters are met with suspicion. Yet, my friends, you are truly very rich in friends, most of them unseen, most of them available only through meditation. Your own higher self is your greatest friend. Your own higher self retains the memory of all that you have learned. Not only in this experience, but in that great sum of experience through which your true self has traveled on its path to where you are now. It has been written in your holy works that the Master known as Jesus came to declare the acceptable year of the Creator, the acceptable time for understanding of unity. At the beginning of your cycle, your people were unacceptable, for there was a great darkness, a great forgetting. For all the souls that had begun in this cycle at that time had to begin with a total lack of memory, had to begin in the darkness of total illusion to rediscover independently and of free will all of the truths of the Creator, all of the truths and of love and brotherhood, all of those things that separate the conscious awareness of the living soul from the instinctive rise of awareness in your animal life. And in the instinct to conscious awareness of truth, your peoples have labored long, for thousands of your years, through many lives. You have worked to begin to express in a conscious manner your knowledge of unity. The Master known as Jesus came to declare that acceptable truth. He served as a perfect example. And those truths have become more and more acceptable to individual souls as the cycle has progressed. That acceptable year, my friends, draws nigh and is upon you. That which you are expressing at this time may well be your final expression within this cycle. It is time, as this instrument would say, to get it right. It is within the awareness of each of you within this group to understand the pressures of the one who desires to pass the test at the end of the school year. There is a studying, there is a caring, a desiring that one's level of understanding may be acceptable. We ask, my friends, that as you turn to meditation, you turn with desire to understand fully that which is acceptable, that which is true. Many, many are the philosophies and the religions among your peoples that always, no matter what the disagreements and contradictions of what you may call dogma, always the ethical considerations remain constant. The ethics, that which is acceptable, do not seem to be in question, for action is the most expressive form of truth. Therefore, we ask you to meditate and seek that truth, and then go forth and enjoy. Allow that which is acceptable to the Father to flow from you as you have received it in meditation. Perhaps there is a greater question in back of what we speak to you about this evening. Perhaps while you are within the physical illusion, you can never be totally sure that it is truly an illusion, and that your real self is completely infinite and has eternal life. It is for reasons such as these that a word known as faith was conceived by your peoples. The word has unfortunate connotations, yet it is not foolish to have faith. There are many things which are not seen, but which you for some reason have inner conviction will come to pass. My friends, they will come to pass whether or not you have inner convictions. But your own personal progress along the lines of seeking will be much more rapid if you allow yourself to trust that intuition that tells you that our words are true. As you allow yourself to have as much faith as you may feel comfortable with, that small amount of faith will express itself to you in reflection in many privately convincing ways, so that gradually you will not have to go on faith anymore, for you will have been shown in ways that are clear to you that that which you had faith in is indeed true. Therefore, my friends, it is not the tool of the fantastic, or one who is mentally deficient, or one who is mentally lazy. Faith is the conscious tool of the intellect used to link your intellect, which is a rather weak tool, with your intuition and your deeper awarenesses, which are very strong tools, but about which you know nothing intellectually. Many have said that there can be no link between the intellect and the intuition, or the heart. But my friends, this is not so, for all people know those things about which one has faith. All people are aware that it is possible to believe in love, in hope, in giving, in healing. All people, even the most materialistic, my friends, are aware of the legitimacy and the worth of these unseen powers. Their faith may be gradually diminished, but the words, concepts, and the possibility of faith are meaningful. Ask yourself, what things you have faith in? What things are of worth to you? And allow those things to expand as you bring them into your consciousness, intellectual awareness. First, through meditation, and then through the actions given to others in joy. As we have said many times, we do not know it all. We are not very wise. We have simply been a little farther up on what you might call Jacob's ladder. And we know that the journey is far, far more beautiful, more rewarding, and more deserving of faith than any possible journey to any possible place in space, in time, or in imagination. The journey for truth, my friends, is a journey for love, a journey for yourself, for you are truth and love. We hold out our hands to you on this journey, and if at any time you wish our thoughts or the simple strengthening of our vibration, request it mentally, and I and my brothers will be there. That, my friends, is another thing in which you may have faith. I would like my brother Laitos to work with you. I will return. I am Hatonn. I am Laitos, and again I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. If you will be patient, I would like to work with each of you briefly to offer our contact to you. I would like to condition the one known as G. If she would relax, I would condition her. If she desires, I will speak a sentence or two through her. Please relax and speak up as I give you my thoughts. I am Laitos. Carla, channeling. I am again with this instrument. We have some adjusting to do with this instrument. If the one known as G would be patient, we would like to slightly adjust the tuning. We will again attempt contact. I am Laitos. Carla, channeling. I am Laitos. We thank the one known as G for the privilege of working with her. We have a fairly stable contact, and we are greatly appreciative of the opportunity. We would attempt to contact the one known as M1 if he would relax. We would like to say a sentence or two through him if he desires this service. M1, channeling. I am Laitos. I Carla, channeling. I am again with this instrument. I am Laitos. We are very, very pleased to make contact with the one known as M. It is an exciting thing for us and for the instrument, and we assure the instrument that it gets easier to maintain contact as one becomes used to the shock of speaking one's thoughts out loud, for it is very difficult to speak out loud than it is to hear within without having to put one's thoughts into words. We are most pleased. I would now like to condition the one known as T and speak just one or two sentences through him if he would desire this service. I am Laitos. Carla, channeling. I am again with this instrument. We are aware of the problem. It is a great shift from the intellectual to the intuitive, as we have been speaking about this evening. To speak thoughts without knowing ahead of time the direction of the thought. Thus, it is almost like, shall we say, a noise in the head, which cannot be separated into words at first, and the noise blurs the words. However, if you desire this service and persist in attempting, you will eventually become able to, shall we say, decipher the signal from the noise. The noise is the background of your daily existence, for there are many, many small thoughts and constant pressures which are attendant upon living within a chemical body and having the responsibilities and social ties through which your life within this illusion has its dynamics and within which you learn. We are attempting to say that this noise is not in itself evil or to be vanished, for you are here to learn, not to, shall we say, groove entirely. Or shall we say, you are here to learn and groove, but not one at the expense of the other. In meditation, this background noise will gradually sift away, and all of the messages will begin to come through a little better, including ours. We thank you very much for the privilege of working with you. We would like to attempt to condition the one known as M2, the one known as R, the one known as S. If they would relax and make themselves open to our contact, we will attempt to make a better contact with each life vibration. I am Laitos. I am Laitos. We rejoice that we have been able to be with each of you. It is a good contact tonight, and we are very, very privileged and pleased. I will leave this instrument now and return the meeting to my brother Hatonn. I am Laitos. I am with the instrument. I am Hatonn, and I greet you again in love and light. Before we close, I would open the meeting to questions. Does anyone have a question? Questioner: what was the beginning? Hatonn, you talked briefly of our higher self being the sum of all the knowledges of the many lives we have lived. Where did it all start? How did it all start? Hatonn: this information is beyond our understanding. It is our intuitive feeling that the Father has no beginning and no ending, has no limits of any kind. It is our intuitive understanding that the conscious universe as we know it, with its infinity of expressions, vibrations, times, spaces, dimensions, and thoughts, was an instantaneous expression of the Father in a single vibration, which in your holy works has been called the Word. The Word, my friends, was love. There was one original vibration that expressed itself out of the infinite, out of the invisible. Love, then, formed gradually, step by step, all that the individual consciousnesses which were expressed by love at that time could begin to create. The universe has been peopled more and more by the individual imaginations and thoughts of all of those infinite beings that were created as part of the love vibration. Each of you, my friends, has dwelled since the beginning of time. Before the beginning of time, there was the Father. It is our intuitive understanding that after the end of time, when all of the particles of infinite love have made the journey back to the Father, there will still be the Father. There is no beginning and there is no ending, but our universe is love. Does this answer your question? Questioner: inaudible. Hatonn: if there are no further questions, we will attempt to bless each of you and thank you for the great privilege of having contact with your unique and precious life vibration. Each of you is a totally unique and precious child of the Creator. Wherever you are on your journey, my friends, we are all with you. We are all your brothers. I and my brothers leave you in the love and light. That is all that there is. Adonai Vasu Boragas.
Go forth then, rejoicing in the power and the peace of the one infinite Creator.